We're spending a few minutes with B. Haydu, aviation pioneer, Women's Air Force service pilot during World War II. She was among the 1,074 women to graduate from cadet training. It wasn't until 1977 that the women received veteran status. Did anyone ever tell you that a woman couldn't fly, and what was your response?
No one ever told me that.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. I was one of the fortunate ones, although some of the women had been told that.
Why did you join the WASP, and how great a leap was that in your life?
Well, I was a secretary because I was a Depression kid, and I had a brother who was 11 months older than I. When it came college time, there just wasn't enough money for me. So I was very sad about that and decided to stop feeling sorry for yourself after being in the working world for 5 years, and decided to take night courses. And I took New York College of Engineering, course on aviation, theorizing, and that was here to stay. At the end of the course, it sounded interesting, and I took myself to the school and took a lesson, and there I was hooked on flying.
What did you like about flying?
I liked being up there and looking down and the freedom and just all your cares go away. It's a very free feeling.
What was your greatest accomplishment while in the WASP?
I can't say that I had a great accomplishment in the WASP other than doing my duties, but I like to think that what I did in 1977 was an accomplishment. I was the president of the organization, and it was at that time that we were fighting for the recognition that had been promised us when we signed in to become a WASP. We were told that we would be taken into the Army Air Corps, and we were unceremoniously disbanded December 20th, 1944. And as the president, I helped to organize, and with the help of Bruce Arnold, General Arnold's son, we did the Battle of Washington, D.C., and were finally recognized as veterans of World War II, which, as I said, we had been promised.
When the WASP was disbanded, I know you had to pay your own way home. How did you get back into aviation? Because I know it was not easy for you.
Well, we knew ahead of time that we were going to be disbanded, so I wrote to many different organizations and flight schools and so forth, trying to get some kind of a job even with the airlines, and heard no, said in so many different ways. Decided that I was going to stay in aviation, I'd have to do something on my own, so I went back home in New Jersey, got my instructor's rating, and I did freelance ferrying of aircraft around the country, and then I started a ferrying business because they were now manufacturing for civilian use, bringing the aircraft into the New York metropolitan area. That led to my getting a Cessna dealership. That led to my becoming part owner of a flight school. And in between there somewhere, I met my husband, and we got married. He had been a pilot, and we flew for our own pleasure after that. So that's how I remained in aviation. And my husband and I stopped flying in our late 70s.
In 2009, I believe it was, you were at the Oval Office and met President Obama. What was that experience like?
Well, I had the honor of being invited to see him sign the bill that Congress put before him, which gave us the Congressional Medal. And this is a replica of the medal that I'm wearing. And so meeting him, he's a very personable man, and I enjoyed it. It's like talking to you. It's very easy to talk to.
And the last question is about life lessons, and I know you do a lot of speaking, but when you speak to children, young boys, young girls, what is it that you try to tell them?
I try to tell them to persevere in anything that they really want to do, providing it's not robbing a bank. That they have to expect that there are going to be pitfalls and there are going to be times when they're discouraged, but just hang in there and you'll succeed.
Thank you very much, and thank you for your service.
You're welcome.